Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to 2i official YouTube construction channel. I am Talat Hussain Bangash, working as Electrical and Instrument Quality Control Inspector here in Saudi Arabia. Today we are going to start a new series, a complete course on quality control, electrical quality control, specially designed for the fresh engineers who want to start their career in a Gulf country, especially Saudi Arabia, and for the experienced engineers who want to enhance their QC expertise. So what we will learn in this course? In this course, we will cover everything you need to become a confident quality control inspector. We will discuss what is quality control, then the basic requirements for a quality control inspector, and the most important and the key standards, procedure and documentation you will use in real projects. So throughout this course, we will try to cover all these major components of the quality control inspector. So let's start with the quality. Before we dive deep, let's start with the most important question: what exactly is quality? Most of the people think quality means excellence. Excellence or something that looks premium. But in engineering, and according to ISO 90001, quality has a different definition. Quality is not just the excellence. Quality is conformance to the requirements. In simple words, if the product or the system meet the requirement specification standard, it considered a quality work. So simply quality is equal to meeting the requirements. Now, how quality control works? Now that we understood the quality means, let's see how quality control department maintain it throughout the project. Whenever we are a part of the project, the QC team follow a systematic process to ensure the quality is maintained in every stage of the work. It begins with the material receiving, where we inspect all the incoming materials to verify that they meet the project specification and the standard requirements. After that, material is sent to the preservation and storage, where we make sure that they are properly handled and protected from any damage before installation. Next comes the installation phase, where the actual construction or electrical works take place under the close inspection to ensure compliance with the drawings, standards, specifications, and procedures. Once installation is complete, we move to the pre-commissioning activity. System and component are tested and verified to confirm that it is performed as required. So throughout this all stages, receiving, preservation, installation, and pre-commissioning, the quality control department maintain oversight and ensure that each step confirms the project standard and meets the client requirement. So now let's come to our main topic, which is the course structure. To make this course simple and organized, I have decided and have divided it in 4 main sections. First one is Saudi Aramco engineering standards. The second is Saudi Aramco procedures. Third one is documentation and quality control. The fourth one is material and installation requirement. So in the first phase, Saudi Aramco engineering standards, we will study, understand, and try to implement the detailed standards like P100 about the basic design criteria, P104 is about the wiring and cables, P111 is about the grounding. So in this section, we will try to cover all the standards in very detail. The second one is Saudi Aramco procedures. So in the procedure, we will try to cover the specific procedures which are designed to implement the standards. Like we have 385, which explain the material preservation, 381, which explain the escalation process, violations. Similarly, other procedure will be discussed in this section. After that, we will go through the documentation and quality records. We perform on the site, they shall be recorded in a systematic way. This is called documentation and quality records. Like we have RFIs, We have different logs, INCR log, proactive logs, different type of logs, which all comes in the category of documentation and quality records. The last section which I make it the material and installation required. In this section we will solely discuss the material requirements, material receiving, their preservation, and along with the practical side observations. So before we talk about the Saudi Aramco standards, it's important to understand that in Saudi Arabia there are multiple clients and contractors, and each of them follows their own set of the standards. Like NEOM, one of the biggest and the most advanced projects in the world, has its own engineering standards that are implemented across all its construction activity. Similarly, we have SABIC, another major client in the kingdom. It also has its own technical standard and quality control procedures. So whenever a new project is launched, the client's standard and specification become the foundation of all design, construction, and the inspection activity. In the coming sessions and lectures, we will deep dive into the Saudi Aramco engineering standards. We will start with the basic power design criteria, SAIB 100. Then we will go through the Saudi Aramco engineering standard P103 UPS and DC system. P104, the wiring method and material. In this lecture, in this standard, we will learn all the possible ways of installation, dealing, handling of the wire and cables related activity. After that, we will proceed to the overhead distribution system, that how overhead distributed lines, power lines, shall be installed and shall be inspected. Furthermore, we will discuss in another standard P111 the grounding. It includes all the grounding equipment and circuits. So all the grounding related activity will be covered under this standard. The next one is motor and generators. So we're going on for the next standard, which is SAIB P114. It contains the protection. So next one is SAIB 116, switchgear and control equipment, the most important and major standard of the all industrial and the non-commercial. Then onward we will move for the substation requirement. SAIB 1119 will cover all the substation installation requirements. Similarly, last not the least, we have the transformer and the reactor. This is also very important and a major component, electrical component. So in this standard, we will try to cover the transformers and the reactors. Finally, we will go through the size P1 to 3 lighting. In this standard, we will cover all the lighting requirements, its installation and its testing, and all other activities related to the lighting. So I will teach you how to read the standards and how we can understand in the best way after reading, understanding, and how to implement all the standards in a real life. So that was a short introduction to our course and a brief overview of the client and standard requirements you will encounter in the Saudi Arabia. So in the coming next videos, we will start our first major topic, and it will be started from the size P1004. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.